And then I just read a book called The Eyes and the Impossible by Dave Eggers. And I wasn't sure I was going to like this book. It won a Newbery Award. So I was like, well, I should probably read this, right? Because it won an award. And I started to read it and I thought, I don't know if I'm going to like this book. Well, I really, really, really liked this book. I actually love this book. It's about a dog, an animal who is the eyes for these 3 bison that live in this park, in this enclosure. And it's the dog's job to report back what's going on in the park. And all the animals, it's very almost Watership Down in the fact that all the animals talk and they all, they do things together or not. And I just thought it was very powerfully written, and the story was beautiful. It really was. But I didn't think I was going to like it because that first chapter I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this, right? It's just like, yeah, really? Yeah. But I went ahead and read it, and I was really happy that I did.
I didn't mention I finally got through T.J. Klune's Lives of Puppets.
Yes.
It wasn't my cup of tea.
No?
I enjoyed The House in the Cerulean Sea and Under the Whispering Door much more than this one.
They're different.
It's almost like he's kind of beating the same theme again, and it's like, I don't know. I can't even say why. It just didn't grab me right from the beginning.
Okay, that's fair.
And but it's a good book. I have to say, it's his kind of whimsical writing style that I really enjoy. I just didn't really get into the story.
Right. Right. Yeah. Well, not every book is for every reader, and we know this. Right?
Yes.
As writers, we
personal
know this.
experience.
Yeah. So, how's the writing going? Speaking of...
Exceptionally well right now because I'm, as you know, in some enforced downtime now and again. And so I've got the short story in our anthology. I got another short story in SF Novelists anthology. It's a writer's support group, not really a critique group, just information about publishing and, hey, here's a tip, here's this, here's that. But every year they do an anthology of members. And so I got a story in that. I finished Profit and Loss, finally.
Yes.
And I'm about 2/3 of the way through the final book in the Magic Law series, Aluminum Magic.
Nice.
I don't know if I'll go on beyond that. I think I'm going to kind of close things out with those characters. There's always an opening they're all standalones. It's a series, not a trilogy, or quadrilogy, or whatever the heck you call it. So there's room if I want to revisit the world. But this feels like the conclusion.
Well, and we've seen the first draft of Profit Motives.
Yes.
Too. So you've been busy.
Yes.
You've been busy.
Profit Motives will be done. There's a few decisions to make there, but that one I really like.
It's a solid book, dude. It's a good story. And it's got all the things that I look for in a good read. It's got active characters, it's got agency, it's got character arc, and it's got that factor
at the very end.
At the very end. So it made me happy to read that draft. So
hopefully it'll pan out. And then once I finish Aluminum, there's 2 projects that I've got either started or heavily thought about. And one would be a totally different world-building book dealing with the idea of whether or not if somebody could replicate you, are you you, and do you have a soul?
Send in the clones?
Well, not so much a clone. This is a
replicant.
biomechanical replicant.
Replicant, okay.
That is downloaded with your entire life experience and personality.
Oh, that's creepy. That's just a creepy thought.
And if so, and if you come to regret things you've done, can you obtain absolution from the church?
Ooh, gonna dig into that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
And of course, there's a story there,
Well, yeah,
obviously.
there's a there there.
There's a there.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the theme, and I've been toying with that for a long time. I've got 20,000 words or so into the actual book, but don't know for sure how I'm going to pan that out.
Okay.
And then the other spin would be to go back to historical fiction and the story of the Rose family in the American Civil War, because there's a there too.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you got plenty coming up. Well, that's good. That's good. I am finally over 50% of the way through a draft of Dating and Demons. I'm
looking forward to that one. I want to read that book.
I'm feeling like I actually am starting to get my footing with it on where I really want it to go. I had an outline.
Collars and Curses was just a fun read.
Yeah, Collars and Curses was fun. And that was part of the challenge with this one, is that I had to step back from it for a little bit to figure out what was missing in it, and that was the piece that was missing in some of this. Was it wasn't nearly as much fun. I wasn't having as much fun
You
with
weren't
it.
getting the snark into the voice.
Right. So so I had to step back and get back into that, but it's now going much better, and I think I'm getting it where I want it to be. So I've been working on that pretty diligently and making progress on that. So yay. I know I have some other readers besides you, who will be really,
I'm more patient than
Yes.
many of your other readers.
yeah, who will be happy to know that I'm making progress on that they're actually going to get a book at some point. And then I have another project, and I think I've talked about this before, but I've been toying with this concept, and I really like the characters, but I'm a little bit. I need to just write it because, and I need to just finish planning out what's going to happen in the story, because it feels like it wants to be a graphic novel, but Brick Cave doesn't do graphic novels, so I would have to take it elsewhere. And also, graphic novels are really hard to sell if you're not the artist. So I don't know. So it remains to be seen. I'm going to let it continue to germinate, and I'm going to give it some rain and some.
Why graphic novel?
Because the characters are so bizarre and so unusual that it feels like they want to be in a graphic novel.
Okay, I can see that, but I can also see writing that as a novel.
Yeah. So, well, I'm going to keep pushing forward on it and see where it wants to go, because that's what stopped me from writing it, is because it felt very graphic novel-y, the story and the characters and even the world.
Yeah, but the graphic novel relies so much on artwork.
Yeah, it does.
And you write good description. I mean, I think you could handle that.
Yeah, I think I can pull it off. We'll see. I guess we'll see. I can coach it. Can I
write it?
Yeah. So, speaking of graphic novel-y kind of thing, well, okay, that just made my brain go to what I did when I had a little downtime recently, and I binge watched the entire season of Fallout.
Oh, I have yet to start that.
Oh.
There's a whole bunch of things that I want to watch that I either haven't been able to make time, or I spent that time writing, not watching. I want to watch The Three-Body Problem. I read the book. I want to see how they handle that.
Oh, yeah.
Fallout is another one. I got re-hooked on Black Sails.
Oh.
Because
I have not seen any of that.
It's going to be taken off, and so I better catch up on this. 'Cause
Yeah.
I watched the first season long ago.
Great.
And it's all of a lot of the characters from Stevenson's Treasure Island beforehand. So it's the pre-story.
Okay.
So you've got Long John Silver and Flint and Billy Bones and all of
Nice.
these characters that are in or are mentioned in Stevenson's book before they were what they were in Treasure Island.
Right. Yeah, you know me, I get almost no time for video or television or any of that. And I just had a day where I had to sit on the couch and I wasn't quite all 100% enough to write. So I watched Fallout. And I will tell you what, I really, really enjoyed it. I
I'll
thought
take
they
that as a strong
did
rec.
a really good job. It's got that underlying feel of a game. You can tell if you're paying attention, because it's got the quest line to the quest line to the quest line, but it's got these really deep character backstories and really solid. I don't know. The world building is, of course, really well done, and the story is fascinating to me. So, and not being now, I've done some online gaming, not that game. So I don't really know that game or that world, but I think they did a pretty spectacular job with this thing because I really, really enjoyed it, not even knowing what the game was about, but I could kind of sense the parts that came from it. So I thought they did a really good job with it. Really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the second season. I'll just tell you that.
Well, I've got to get caught up on the second season of Halo because I enjoyed the first season with all its flaws, and I will not quibble with anybody who points out all of the flaws, but they captured the Master Chief, and that was my thing
See,
because
I
I
don't
played
watch
that
that.
game for a while, and it's like, yeah, that's Master Chief right there.
I have not seen that. So again, I see very little of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I had a chance, and that I thought, well, what have I got to lose, right? The whole day. That's what I watched. So that was good. Well, it's been a while since we talked. I'm really glad that we got a chance to.
Me too.
To catch up.
We do this well.
Yeah,
this
we
is
do.
a good time.
I enjoy it. I enjoy our times together. So, anything else that you want to talk about before we close out today?
No, I think that's about it. That's
Well,
about it.
Thank you again for listening to this edition of the Brick Cave Podcast. Anytime you would like to hear us, just join us online at brickcavepodcast.com. Our BC Book Club members can enjoy extra episodes and other great advantages such as
Free books.
Details on the Brick Cave website, brickcave.media. Thank you again, everyone, for listening, and we'll drop in again soon.
Bye.